Hello, everybody. I am 4D3D3D3, also Steven D'Agostino with Denver Drone Company. Tonight we're going into race 2 of our Denver Drone Company indoor simulator racing series, sponsored by the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobbies, Smoky Hill. Check out all of our sponsors at their respective websites. Tonight we're trying something a little bit different. We're going into a round robin style racing. We're going to be running head-to-head heats. The winner of that takes home a point. There are 7 rounds of racing. Everybody races everybody throughout the night in their own class, respectively. Let's check out the classes tonight. Oh, somebody was having a hard time with some robot stuff there. So, tonight in our lineup of enthusiast class, we have Crash FPV, Crazy Fox 365, Jimmy 1, Okuru, Slippy, Sour Power, and Trim. Then in our advanced class, we have Bumper, Cameron FPV, Carpenter, FPV, Fade FPV, Fast Max, MP Miller. He took home first last week in the advanced class, with Okuru taking home first in the enthusiast class. We also have Peep FPV and Quans in the advanced class. It's going to be a lot of fun racing tonight. Let's get into it. Ooh. If you haven't had milk in a bag. The ones in the baggers. So, yeah. All right. Just gonna do this real quick. No, this is the one I want. This is the one I want. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So, let me switch some people around here so that if we're gonna keep going like this, we can get everybody all warmed up in a fair manner. All right. We give this round of pilots like give them some time to warm up, and then we'll get into the racing here. I'm actually making it. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and make it easier for myself and condense these rounds so I know who's racing when, while these guys fly around for a second. Yeah, I'll switch this over to the other actual one. Yes, sir. Oh, all right. Monkey Monkey just messaged me and said that he is no longer going to be able to make it tonight. So give me just a second to come back in here and redo this bracket. He said just tonight so far. But that's Monkey and Dr. Rad. Let me pull this back up here. I'm sorry, Bumper. I'm trying. Oh, uh, All right, I am almost done with the bracket here, so I'm gonna swap out a couple of pilots, and then we'll get going. Uh, Bent Sound. Johnny Steele said he's actually gonna join in, so I'm just gonna drop him into the eighth spot, and that'll fill out the bracket or the table. Which is fun because I haven't talked to him in like 3 or 4 months. No. I mean, he is a Mr. Steele. Johnny FPV. Alright, Cougar Slippy. Jimmy Star Power. Trem. Oh, you talking about the one that was on the roof? Don't say too much, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, soon. I'm sorry. I'm getting the thing here done. Since we're doing two at a time, I'm making it easier on myself. Alrighty, there we go. Finally done it. I finally did it. We're ready to go. What? Love toast? Steal. Get and tell. Oh man. What, did he sign those and put a little bit of his hair on them? Alrighty, there he is. Ethics. Okay, so into the first race. Sorry to take so long on that. Now that I got that all set up, though. So first race is going to be Okuru, Crazy Fox, Sour Power, and Crash. Do you guys care who you are racing against? Okay. So then, yeah, in the heat is Okuru, Fox, Crazy Fox, Sour Power, and Crash. Let me get you guys in here. What was that? No. No, yeah, this is just gonna start for the series here. Yeah. If I can find a way, if I can find a way to efficiently and fairly make those points from that first race matter, then I will. And why can't I find Okuru? Oh, he's already flying. That's why I can't find him in here. Okay, and then Sour Power down at the bottom. Okay, boom. Sour Power, Okuru. Well, with this format, you might. Okay, here we go. Into the first heat. Have you guys been running this track? Okay. What? What do you mean? Yes, I have. Yeah. What are you talking about? Ah. So it's looking like this is going to be the first of the best camera angle to see the track and what's going on here. So between Okuru and Crazy Fox, we have Okuru out in front of those two. Have more faith in yourself, Fritz. So now we have Crash out in front of Okuru in second. So it looks like Crash is out in front of Sour Power. Fox is out in front or behind Okuru. That's going to be Crash taking it for those two. All right, and then Okuru takes it over Crazy Fox. All right, so Okuru took it over Crazy Fox, and Crash took it over Sour Power in that heat. Does that make sense? Even though that's not like the right order of things. Yeah, okay. Cool, so next heat then will be Go Fast Past Max. Slippy, Trim, Jimmy, and Fritz are the 4 pilots that are flying. Pilots to the line. Everybody ready to go? Ready. All right. Huh? Who needs a second? Okay. Hotkey for the line. A. Okay. Oh, I was just kidding about the to the line thing. Yeah, you'll automatically be put there when I start the race. My bad. So we got Jimmy out in front. We got Slippy and Trim. Wait, Fritz. How did Fritz get in this? Or, wait, who's not in it then? Sour Power. Right. So we have Slippy out in front of the heat, the entire heat. He's going to be going up through the ascending bridge there. We'll call it the Rainbow Bridge, or the Blue Bridge. Into the Rainbow Bridge in the center of the track here. Through the ascending 360 over to the level 360. Let's check in with the pilots in the back here. We got Trim heading through the side of the stairs. Fritz fumbling his way through the rainbow gates here underneath the table. So that's going to be Slippy coming in first for this heat. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I was muted here. Slippy coming in first for the heat. Trim coming in second. Jimmy in third. Very close. Dang, that was close between you and Trim, Jimmy. We've got Fritz making his way through the rainbow ascent here at the end. Comes a little bit wide through that last gate. That's going to be Slippy taking it over Trim. Jimmy takes it over Fritz. Nice. Good flying. So Slippy beat Trim. Jimmy beat Fritz. Alright, so now we're moving on to round one for the advanced class. It's going to be... Yeah. So up next we got Peep, Miller, Cameron, and Fade. There you are. There you are. Couldn't get my thing to scroll down. I was like, there's nobody else. There's 4 pilots in the air. Yep, good to go. Let's do it. Sorry. I was muted in Discord. My apologies. So yeah, Peep, Miller, Cameron, and Fade are up right now. Sorry, guys. See, it was taking me a second to find Peep in the list. So when you were like, I thought you were talking about that. I didn't realize I was muted until you were like, oh, I guess I'm going. When I started the race. All right, here we go. Starting the race, and now you guys know about it. Out in front, we have Fast Max through the, even though Cameron FPV was the whole shot. Peep right in third. Cameron making his way right behind Max Miller. Nice and tight between these two pilots. All right. Just double check. Yeah, all right. Let's see what's going on here. Fast Max is out in front. Oh, Fast Max is done with a 40-second lap, or a 40-second time 3-lap. It means he's going to take it over Peep. Who's got my stream open? Who's got my stream open? Yeah. Cut everybody off. Carpenter. Bumper. Flowy. Alright. Bumper, you get a bye this time but I'm still gonna let you fly so that you race as many times as everybody. Does that make sense? Yeah, anybody who gets a bye can still fly if they choose to. They don't have to, but they can. In that last race, Miller beat Peep, and Cameron beat Fade. Yes. So I mean, so it's as if we're doing head-to-head races, but two head-to-head heats are occurring at the same time. Right, right. So like in that instance, you were racing against Fade. You were all racing at the same time, but it's to cut down on 48 races. Right. Yeah, you got the point for winning your head-to-head heat. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Carpenter, Quans, and Bumper. Bumper automatically gets the point. Actually, since everybody gets a bye, we will do no points for the buys. Carpenter and Quans are up right now, as well as Bumper. I believe I have you all in there. Yeah, can you hear me? Okay. All right. Yeah, we can. Alrighty. So we might just push head to head between Slippy and Crazy Fox back until like towards the end when Slippy gets back in that case, because there's no buys for the enthusiast class. But we'll figure it out. We'll make sure everybody races an even amount of times. Carpenter and Quans and Bumper to the line. Here we go. Everybody's here, right? Okay. I guess we'll see if nobody takes off. Now remember, there is no lag switching. If any glitches occur, the race will be restart. If it becomes a consistent thing that keeps happening when you are in last place, then it's cause for investigation. Up in front of this three-person heat right now, we have Bumper. This is his bye round, so hopefully this is just a good practice heat for him. Carpenter out in front of Quans here. Let's watch those guys since they're the ones that are actually going head-to-head in this case. Carpenter, or I believe Bumper is also running Acro now, but Quans is one of the only other pilots running Acro. Carpenter trailing behind Bumper, but out Bumper, Bumper trailing behind Bumper, but out in front of Quans with about a significant lead. Almost a full lap. He's about to lap. It looks like he does. Oh, Bumper does. Carpenter coming up to lap. Carpenter catching up. Carpenter lapping Quans here. That's going to be Carpenter finishing in first before Bumper even. Nice little catch up from Carpenter. Awesome job from all three of these pilots here. Quans still finishing up this heat, making his way through the ascending bridge here. Once you get the middle of that bridge and you have to kind of refix your momentum to get through it, it becomes a bit of a pain. Thank you again to the sponsors of Tonight Racing, the other guys, CBD Janes and RC Hobbies, Remote Control Hobbies, Smoky Hill. Good stuff, guys. Oh, hey, by the way, coming up soon, probably not during this series, maybe, I don't know, depends on how easy it is for me to get into it, but I got the iPad and the software to run Hydra for these events. So that'll be cool. Mixes it up. So everybody races everybody in their class at least once. Actually, just once. Exactly. Yep. Well, let's see when that matchup is. That's going to be round 5, so you got a couple of practice rounds. Okay, so moving on, we have Okuru, Sour Power, Slippy, and Fox. This will be I guess this will be a practice round for Crazy Fox. Yeah, he gets the well. Okay, so I'm just kind of pushing that one back. So when Slippy gets back, we'll rerun the head-to-head between him and Crazy Fox towards the end, and then I'll just mark it down in that round. After Slippy has had some time to get back into the sticks, so that it's fair for everybody. Okuru, Sour Power, Slippy, and Crazy Fox to the line. Do you guys need any time to do anything? You ready to go? Alrighty, here we go. And into the first race of round 2, here we have Sour Power for the whole shot, followed closely behind by Crazy Fox 365. Crazy Fox going to hit the top of the bridge there and lose his lead, letting Okuru get out in front. Sour Power right behind him, though. Sour Power, a bit of a contender for Okuru. I don't believe we saw him in the first race, but he ran his qualifier. Ended up towards the top of the rankings for enthusiast class, or the seating. What? Okuru out in front now. Crazy Fox right behind. Or, I'm sorry, Sour Power out in front. Crazy with Okuru just behind him and Crazy Fox in third. Changing the song because Banjo-Kazooie is not what I'm feeling right now. Don't get me wrong, Banjo-Kazooie is rad. Okuru back out in front, followed closely by Sour Power. Oh, sorry, not closely by Sour Power. I misread that. I thought that was 33 and 32. It was 33 and 22. Okuru having a bit of a trouble with gate 33, but he does still finish out in front of Sour Power. That's going to give him the point. Make a note here. Awesome. So Okuru was out in front of Sour Power for that one. Give Crazy Fox a chance to finish up here. There we go. Trade out some pilots. We got Jimmy, Crash, Trim, and Fritz. Oops, sorry. Trim. Jimmy, Crash. There we go. I have 4 in, right? 1, 2, 3. No. Who am I missing here? Jimmy, Crash, Trim, Frosh. Fritz, where are you at? There you are. Okay. FPV Fritz, not just Fritz. I gotta learn to read whole words. Gotcha. Cool. Are those 4 pilots ready to rock? Alrighty. Here we go. To the line. Let's see who takes the whole shot here. It's going to be Crash, FPV, followed by Jimmy 1, FPV Fritz, and then Trim. Crash still out in front, but Jimmy right behind him. Trim and Fritz battling for third. Fritz is going to pull ahead. Crash is going to collide with one of the rainbow gates underneath the table, which is going to let Trim pull out from front. Crash gaining a little bit of ground, though, here. Crash is going to overtake Jimmy. Or Trim, my apologies. Jimmy's still out in front of FPV Fritz here. Fritz gaining a little bit ground of Jimmy. Crash out in front of Trim. Trim still following right on that purple trail. We got purple on purple and green on green here. Back to it now. Crash is out in front still. Trim not too many gates behind. 2 gates behind him. Jimmy making his way through the rainbow gates up through the ascending rainbow in the middle of the track here. Trim is going to come in front of Crash by 0.3 seconds. Less than 0.3 seconds. Dang. So that means that in this round, Trim is going to take it over Fritz, and Crash is going to take it over Jimmy. Making a mark of that here. Jimmy finishing up his heat. Up to the line next, we got Peep, Cam, Carpenter, and Miller. Dang, that was super close between first and second. Like 0.25 of a second, somewhere around there. Alrighty. Moving on to our next heat here. We've got... Oh, my apologies. Sorry. So Crash took it over Jimmy, and Trim took it over Fritz. There we go. And then in this one we have Peep, Cameron FPV, Carpenter, and MP Miller. To the line. Are those pilots ready to go? Sure. Okay. got your fuel there. Not tequila tonight. Do you want to know now? Okay. Here we go. Out in front, looked like Fast Max took the whole shot, but Peep took first, and then Fast Max took back from him. Peep trying to keep up with Fast Max here, not failing at it at all. He is doing a pretty decent job, only about 4 or 5 gates behind. Let's see, Fast Max is going to open it up while Peep hits the stairs there, though. And Fast Max is the one to beat tonight. Cameron FPV coming up. Let's see if he can gain this ground on Fast Max. Max is going to have to make a mistake if Cameron wants to keep up his opportunity. Excuse me. Cameron's going to have to really keep it clean, and Max is going to have to make a mistake if Cameron wants to close this gap between him and Fast Max. Oh, it looks like he might have it, though. Max is going to miss gate 30, which is going to let Cameron... Oh, too close. Too close. So Cam is going to take it over Peep. And that means that Miller is going to take it over Carpenter. Awesome flying, guys. Cam is going to take it over Peep. Miller is going to take it over Carpenter. Slippy's back.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be back, but she's running late, so.
Okay. So Bumper, Fade, and Quans, let's get you in here. Fade, and Quans. Are those three pilots ready to go? Alrighty. Let's see who's through the hole shot here. It looks like it's going to be Bumper out in front, followed by Quans and Fade battling it out for second. Oh, Bumper's going to have a little bit of a misstep with the bridge there. Let Fade get out in front. Bumper flying acro tonight. Fade not. Let's see if that let's see if that gives Bumper any kind of an edge. It does look like it's doing pretty well for him. Bumper really opening it up to get through that sprint to the other side of the library. Through the ascending bridge, no mess ups this time. Nice and clean through the underside of the tables there with the rainbow bridge. 360 ascending through the gate at the top of the stairs on the railing, coming up through the ascent all over the stairs, opening it back up. Let's check in with Fade, not too far behind, a half a lap with Quans hot on his tail, opening it up while Bumper is over on the 360 ascent with the rainbow gates. He did clip the last gate, it looks like, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Bumper out in front. Bumper is going to take it really nice, and a victory power loop from Bumper. Let's see if these pilots, Bumper and Quans, can show us any advantages to flying acro mode in these whoop events. Quans making his way through that last turn here, about to finish up. Nice. Alright, so moving on to the next one while Slippy is here. We've got Okuru, Slippy, Jimmy, and Sour Power. Nice work, Bumper. Showing us what acro can do. Quans 2. Slippy, Sour, Okuru, and Jimmy. Slippy Sour. Yeah, lol. Here, hold up. We have a pilot that's not aware of the race starting. Nope, not that one either. There we go. Okay. So Jimmy, Slippy, Power, and Okuru, Slippy, Jimmy, and Sour Power. You guys are up. Everybody there? I got one response. Slippy's ready. That's 2. Jimmy, you there? Jimmy? Slipstream? Uh-oh. We have the other 3 pilots here. Jimmy, no. Well, while he does this, I'm going to take this quick opportunity to say thank you to our sponsors again. We have the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, hosting some of the prizes for this event, for the series. We have not announced what they are yet, but we will very shortly. We also have CBD Janes, Remote Control Hobbies, Smoky Hill. These are 2 of our sponsors from our previous events, and we are carrying them over into our simulator series as sponsors to help drum up some business for those guys during these trying times. Nice. Jimmy, you there? All right, cool. You are up. Here we go. So after that brief break, while we took a minute to thank our sponsors, Let's get into it. We got Slippy out in front. Looks like he took the whole shot. Okuru passing Slippy just barely. Both pilots about 14, 15. Gate 17, 18. Sour Power making his way just in front of Jimmy. So we got a fight for first and second and a fight for third and fourth. Okuru out in front of Slippy here. Sour Power out in front of Jimmy now. Sour Power is going to collide with the bottom of the bridge there, give Jimmy an opportunity to catch up. Jimmy's going to collide with the top of the bridge there and give Sour Power an opportunity to get his lead back on him. Okuru out in front with a pretty resounding, substantial lead, making his way up to the beginning of lap 3 while Slippy is finishing out lap 2. Same with Sour Power, right? Hot on his tail. Sour Power opens it up here. He could pass Slippy. It doesn't look like he's going to make it happen before, but maybe through the ascending bridge he does. Okuru also with a little bit of trouble through the ascending bridge. It's going to give Sour Power an opportunity to get out front. Jimmy making his way up to the ascending bridge here, catching up to Slippy. Sour Power is still out in front here. Okuru making his way under the tables through the rainbow gates, up and over. He gets passed by Slippy. Sour Power out in front now, coming up to the end. That's going to be Sour Power finishing it out in first there. Slippy coming up, looks like he's going to take second. Okuru in third, and Jimmy making his way through the end of the ascending 360 here. Going to drop down and hit those gates 360 into the start finish. Awesome flying from all four of those pilots here. We had Sour Power take it over Jimmy, and it's going to be Slippy taking it over Okuru this time. Into heat 2 of round 3. I know how to count. It's going to be Trim, Crash, Crazy Fox, and Fritz up to the line here. Just gonna mute Sour Power for now while his microphone is having a little bit of technical difficulties. It looks like we got Crash FPV out in front. Trim fighting for second with Crazy Fox here through the ascending Jacob's ladder, the ascending bridge in the middle here, the Rainbow Bridge. Crash with a pretty significant lead here, way out in front. This is the new pilot here. The newer pilot, Crash. He said he's only been flying for about 6 months. Still think he might be sandbagging us here. He is about to lap on Trim, or FPV Fritz rather. He does go ahead and lap Fritz through the ascending Rainbow Gate there. Trim making his way up to start lap 3. Crazy Fox still fighting for second place with Trim. Crash is going to finish out that heat already. That was a nice clean run from Crash. Finished with a solid time. Whole 20 seconds ahead of the closest pilot behind him there. That's going to be Crash taking that one. So that's going to be Crash taking it over Trim. And Crazy Fox taking it over Fritz. There we go. Nice flying there, Fritz. Oh, shoot. I feel like it's H. M, I believe. Yeah, that is M. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, Bumper, you can't fly because you're not in there.
It's like it knows what my transmitter's doing, but I can't. W's not doing anything.
Uh-oh. Were you watching somebody's sticks? Were you spectating somebody? Here, go ahead and try flying real quick. Oh, you're actually in the seat, so that works. Pete, Carpenter, we won't start until you get it figured out, though. Don't worry. Bumper.
Considering I can't fly right now, I don't think I should for sure start.
Okay.
It's weird because if I have the stick showing, like if it shows that, it shows that my sticks are moving.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. We'll just get Pete rejoined in here. In the meantime, a word from our sponsors. Hi, we're the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing. No, I'm kidding. I don't speak for them, but there's some awesome guys in northern and central Colorado. They fly drones. They got me into the whole scene. CBD Janes is our other sponsor, and RC Hobby Smoky Hill. Awesome. Sorry, I was blasting our sponsors real quick. Cool. All right, so let me make sure I got everybody in here. I got Peep. I have Cameron. I have Carpenter, and I have Bumper. Okay. Are those 4 pilots ready to go? Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I got Chipotle.
And they are off. So we have Bumper out in front, even though Carpenter took the whole shot. Bumper is making quick work of this track here tonight. Well, this is a good heat between these 4 pilots. Cameron FPV coming up hot on Bumper's trail here. Remember, Bumper is flying acro mode. Cameron FPV, Peep FPV, and Carpenter FPV are all flying angle. Bumper is out in front, though, so I don't know if it's the acro mode or Bumper just having a really good night of flying. Hopefully it's not the cursed commentator and we don't make him crash here. Let's check in with second. Oops, Peep FPV is going to collide with that chair there at the side of the gate or something. Cameron FPV is going to overtake him. Bumper still with a decent lead here. Cameron FPV on this back half of the second lap, or the third lap, my apologies. Peep FPV gaining some ground here. Carpenter FPV is going to overtake Peep as Peep collides with the top gate there. Bumper had a little bit of collision with the Rainbow 360, which is going to give Cameron the opportunity to catch up, but it's not going to be enough. Bumper out in front, Cameron second place, Carpenter FPV in third, which is going to put Peep in fourth. Peep had a promising start there, but one of the gates here reached out and grabbed him. So that's going to be... So that round had Carpenter FPV take it over Peep, and then Bumper take it over Cameron FPV. Yeah, that was a really fun one to watch. I was wondering what happened there. Looked like it reached out and grabbed you. Um. I only saw one, but I was jumping around.
I crashed twice and I almost caught you at the end. It was at the last rainbow gate that's on top of the desk, so after you go up and over the hill. The last rainbow gate there, I saw you miss it and I focused on you and not the gate, so I missed that gate.
So Miller, Quans, and Fade on the line. Are you guys ready to go? Alrighty. Let's get it going. That's going to be Fast Max taking the whole shot there. Quan's just behind him. Fade behind them. Fast Max still making quick work of this track. I don't think anybody's going to be able to keep it close to him tonight. We need another solid, like, really, really just inhuman pilot here.
I've just been watching from the start block. It's pretty good view.
Excited to see if Cameron FEV can keep good to his word and give us a good show between him and Fast Max by the end of the night here. Let's check in with Quans and Fade here. They're battling it out for a second. Looks like Fade's... Oh, Quans is going to collide with the gate on top of the bridge there in the middle and give Fade an opportunity to check out. Fast Max is going to finish it out. 48. A whole lap ahead of Fade and Quans. Fade now giving an opportunity to get passed up by Quans. Let's see. These pilots are both pretty clean through the ascending ladder there. Looks like Quans is maybe going to catch it a little bit slower through that the second turn there underneath the table, which is going to give Fade an opportunity to make it through that 360 rainbow nice and quickly down through the blue 360. That's going to be Fade taking it over Quans. Nice work, guys. That's going to put... That was a bye for you.
You won.
Good job, Max. So that was going to be Fade taking it over Quans. And into this next heat, we have Okuru, Jimmy, Slippy, and Fritz. Slippy, you're still here, right? You didn't have to go yet? Okay. I was yelling commentary stuff, so I wasn't able to catch it all. Alright, so... Okay, so then we will put Okuru, Jimmy, and Fritz in this one. Fritz can have his free buy. I mean... I wish my quad would not exist while I was spectating. No. No. No, yeah. No, everybody races the whole time. Everybody gets a shot at everybody. Yeah. Going to Okuru, Jimmy, Fritz. That was round 3. We're halfway done now. Yep. Well, yeah, there's only 7 rounds. Yeah. I like it. Because we can get through the... Yeah, we can get through the advanced and the enthusiast at the same time. Everybody gets the same amount of time in between flights, as long as I don't dilly-dally in between rounds. Which, if I'm running Hydra, I won't be able to, because it's all on a timer. Make sure I have everybody here. I got Okuru, Jimmy, and Fritz. Cool. Here we go. Let's see the whole shot here. It's going to be Okuru out in front. All 3 of these pilots donning green trails. Jimmy in second place. FEV Fritz in third. Rounding out our trio there. Pilots having a little bit of trouble with the top of that ascending gate there. Jimmy 1 actually going to come out and first out of that. Okuru right behind him. FEV Fritz making his way through that bottom rainbow gate tunnel there. Okuru recently asked if in the Discord which camera angle he should use. He ended up raising it up and said that he could tell a much bigger difference between the speed that he was running. I got to say, I can see it too. He was a clean pilot previously, but now he could really open it up in those straightaways. Jimmy and Fritz down at the bottom of the ascending gate there. Okuru is going to do the same thing that Peep did and catch that gate at the bottom of the 360 rainbow. Fritz out in front of Jimmy now. Okuru making his way around the blue 360 at the end of the track. We've got him on his third lap. The other two pilots on two. Fritz about to finish out two. Jimmy catching up on him, though. Let's see who can make it through first. That lap is going to go to Fritz. Okuru all the way at the end of the track already here. He's going to drop down and go through this blue 360 into the start finish. And that's going to be it for Okuru. First place in this heat. And he's going to take it over Jimmy 1. Going to go ahead and mark this as a bye that we need to repeat. Let Jimmy 1 finish out his lap here. He's going to come behind Fritz, who does finish in second for this heat. Awesome flying, Fritz. Good job, guys.
Finally got a TS 100 today.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Up next. All right. Into the next round here. Round 4, Heat 2. Trim, Sour Power, Crash, and Fox. Trim, Sour Power, Crash, and Crazy Fox. Are you pilots ready to go? No? Okay. All right, let's get to it, boys. It's going to be Crazy Fox through the whole shot, actually. The Crash is going to overtake nice and quickly there. Trim doing his best, doing a really good job of keeping up on him. It's going to collide with the beginning of that ascending gate there, or the ascending bridge. Or elevation bridge. That's what I've been meaning to call it this entire night. My apologies. Trim making his way into the 360 rainbow here. Crash already at the blue 360. Sour Power and Crazy Fox in third and fourth. Sour Power fighting for second place with Trim. Looks like he's going to get it when Trim collides with the gate at the top of the stairs. Crash all the way out at the top of the yellow rainbow bridge gate. Sour Power putting in work at second place here. Just out and far ahead of Trim and Crazy Fox. Trim now it's going to take Crazy Fox as Crazy Fox struggles with that gate on top of the ladder there. Let's go check in with Crash FPV. Finishing out his third lap here. Coming down through the blue 360 into the start finish. That's going to be a 1:03 time for Crash FPV, who seems to have been sandbagging. Crash says he's only been flying for 6 months. 6 weeks.
I have everyone muted. Are they saying I'm in the wrong class?
No, nobody said that. I was saying that through my commentary while I was muted. Not necessarily that you're in the wrong class, just that you're learning really quickly. If you've only been doing it for 6. Yeah. So that's going to be Crash taking it over Fox. Crazy Fox. Sorry, I shorthanded everything when I was making this out. Trim is going to, or sorry, Sour Power is going to take it over Trim. Who said that? Toby? Well, oh, Max. How are you flying? Oh, they can? Oh, okay.
They can fly, and the pilots that are actually flying can't see them.
Okay. I didn't know that. Cool. Running interference. So we got Bumper, we got Carpenter, and we got Peep in this round. I'm not telling. I'm not telling. I guess it could be any of the three of you. You're probably right on that one. I think it's a bye for me, actually. Alrighty. They are off to the races. Peep FPV out in front. I don't believe he took the whole shot, but it was neck and neck between the two, so it was hard to tell. Looks like Carpenter FPV is going to head out in front there, in front of Peep. Got a pretty nice lead. Good control through the elevation gate there. He is going to collide with the bottom of the 360 rainbow there. Give Peep an opportunity to hit that 360 blue orbit there at the bottom of the start-finish gate. Bumper coming up in just behind them. Peep is going to collide with the beginning of the ascending ladder, which is going to give Carpenter and Bumper time to close that gap a little bit. Peep's still out in front, though. Carpenter right behind. Hot on his trail. As soon as I say that, though, he's going to collide with one of the gates of the rainbow and give Peep FPV an opportunity to get out in front. Quick 90-degree turn through into the ascending ladder, or elevation bridge from Peep FPV into the 360 rainbow. Across the top of the stairs into the 360 blue. Carpenter just behind, heading into the 360 blue, but Peep is finished. That's going to be Peep taking it over Bumper. And that was the bye for Carpenter. So that's going to be Peep taking it over Carpenter, and that was the bye for Bumper. Or, I'm sorry, Peep taking it over Bumper, and it was the bye for Carpenter. All right, into Heat 4 of Round 4.
Bumper, you put up with 14 something there and got 105.
Yeah, he was saying that before the race too. He was like, I could get a 14 or I can get a 28.
The one that's all teal.
The 360 rainbow. Hey, speed bump. We've got Quans, Miller, Cam, and Fade. You guys ready to go? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, this is totally the one. 100%. I already told you which one it was, Cameron. Fair enough. No. None of them. Not this one. None of them are it. Here we go. Yeah, no, I know. I just don't. I don't want to stress them out too much. I want everybody to have their nerves settled when they go into it. But here we go. Round 4, race 4. Let's go. Safe bet is yes. It's going to be Fast Max taking the whole shot. Cameron FB is going to come out in front of him. Fast Max and Cameron both battling through the ascending, or the elevation there. Hitting the speed bump. Cameron out in front. Let's see if Fast Max is just letting him have it. No, unfortunately not. Cameron's going to collide with that circle gate there. It doesn't matter. This isn't the heat that Cameron wants it to be, where he is racing against Fast Max for his head-to-head heat. Again, this is a head-to-head round-robin style tournament. We're just condensing the heats into the head-to-heads being twice at a time, or 2 at a time rather, to save on time, so that we can keep some of these pilots from staying out too late. Fast Max now out in front. He has been for a while now with a pretty significant lead. He's already done. Cameron FPV now just making his way to the Rainbow 360 here. Fade FPV coming around. He's going to be out in front of Quans. Quans with lap 2 here. Fade FPV coming around to finish out. That's 3rd place for Fade. That's going to be Miller taking it over Fade. That's going to be Cam taking it over Quans. So that is going to be because he chose to pick Fast Max over Slow Max when he made his username. So I'm pretty sure I heard you say that one time, Max, before you even decided what you were going to name yourself in Sim and stuff. I'm pretty sure you said something like, Bumper did it. Bumper did it. So, so Cam, that was not the round. Cam took it over Quans. Miller took it over Fade. What do you guys think? We're like 65% of the way done with the series. You want to take a 10-minute break? You want to keep grinding through? All right. Cool. So,
Steven, I'm glad you. Yeah, just don't tell me. Just don't tell me.
yeah,
Yeah, see, it's just always
I told you.
Yeah, like, I was on it, but then when I messed up hard.
So real quick then, before we get back to the racing here, I will take a quick second to thank our sponsors for tonight's race again. It's going to be the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing as our main sponsor, helping sponsor out our prize pool here, CBD Janes and Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill.
Yo, how do we forget if you need to send me a package? I've ordered it 2 months ago. And they won't send it out. They're just waiting on their silo stack. Or stack. That's all that's left to fill out. Building a cinematic 5-inch rig. It's a whole month.
All right, so it took a second to thank our sponsors, and now we will get back into the racing here.
thank you, sponsors.
We have Okuru, Fritz. Yeah. No, yeah. Thank you guys. I had muted myself and did it like the right way, but you added so much like value to that ad read. I mean it. It sounded sarcastic when I said that just then. I don't know why, but I actually did mean that. Okuru, Jimmy, yeah, like I really mean it. FPV Fritz and Trim, are you pilots ready to go? Cool, cool. Let's get into it then. Let's see all 4 of these pilots off the gate here. Okuru takes the whole shot. He's going to keep that lead as he makes his way across the aisle of the library there into the elevation bridge. Trim in second place now. Jimmy third. FPV Fritz in fourth. Okuru widening his lead. Oh, never mind. Trim is closing it back up. Okuru, oh, as soon as I say that, Trim's going to collide with one of the gates in the rainbow circle here, letting Okuru gain a little bit more of an advantage. Trim still in second place, though. Jimmy won and FPV Fritz battling it out for third place. Okuru looked like he collided with the gate, or at least slowed it down to make it a little bit cleaner, but he is back up and at it through the Rainbow 360 here. Over the top of the stairs, Trim hitting the Rainbow 360 as well. Jimmy won out of view here. Let's see where he's at. Both him and FPV Fritz underneath the tables in the Rainbow gates with the snake. Over the speed bump for Fritz. Okuru out in front. Let's go in cam with Okuru as he makes his way under the 2 tables over the speed bump. Nice and smooth. Let's watch him accelerate and descend through that. Drop down into the 360 here. That's going to be Okuru taking first place, ending upside down. Back into spectator mode here. We got Trim making his way around. He finishes out his lap. So he is going to take it over Jimmy, and Okuru is going to take it over Fritz. FPV Fritz making its way around. Nice, nice. A PR. Really? Okay. It makes sense because my audio mixer, I am on the left channel, but I do have it set to mono. Is it only YouTube? Okay, I wonder if there's a setting that I need to change on the stream in YouTube. Change it from like stereo to mono or something. Huh. Interesting. I'll play around with that at some point before Tuesday again. Yeah. And then, Peep, actually, one of these upcoming days, I'd like to work with you on a track for a couple of the races at the end.
Buy the next heat via YouTube.
Yeah. The delay on Twitch might be a little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's 30 seconds unless you put on.
Which I will need to do for when we start Hydra. That's a good reminder. Oh, well then let me just switch over to my personal account. Affiliate. Yeah. I think they're just affiliate as well. I'm not popular enough to be a partner. Sir Doctor, twitch.tv/Sir Doctor Brooklyn Esquire for anybody watching in the Twitch chat. Crash, Slippy, Fox, and Sour Power. This is going to be another round where we have to delay Slippy's heats, which is fine. Sir Dr. Broclaw Esquire. Yeah, the character's also... Not a fan of it either myself, actually. Snap into a Broclaw! White Claw for Chads. Wait, no, that's just White Claw. Alright, so in this heat then... Jesus, Quans. It's not 420 anymore, man. Alright, so we got Crash. It's fair enough. We got Crash, Fox, and Power in this one then, since Slippy's still on hiatus. Okay. Here we go. Let's watch the whole shot here. Crash FPV out in front. Again, one of the more, it seems, advanced enthusiast pilots. He's going to crash into the first couple of gates there and give Sour Power and Crazy Fox an opportunity to get out in front. Sour Power out in front now, making his way around the 360 gate here. Crash FPV. Like a mogul. Oh, jeez.
It'd be an interesting section. Could be pretty cool, actually.
It definitely could be. So Crash FPV has come out in front of this heat here. Sour Power making his way just behind him though. So that's going to be Crash FPV finishing it out. Crash FPV is going to take first in that heat, but it's okay because he does not. He's the one that has a bye here with Slippy being his opponent. So that's going to be Sour Power taking it over Fox. Crash FPV was on a bye with Slippy as his opponent. Into the next round here, we got Peep, Quans, and Bumper. Let's get these guys on the line. Yeah. Anybody who hasn't raced against him yet, I'm marking it which ones that was too. Right now, yeah. Right now it's I need one against Slippy and Crazy Fox, Slippy and Fritz, and then Slippy and Crash. The other two, yeah. Yeah. Oh man, let's do it. Let's. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's exactly what it would be. Yeah. Anybody he would beat, he'd get the win for. Anybody who beat him, they'd get the win in that round. Yeah. Just attribute it to the rounds that he didn't get. That's right. He wouldn't get to race. Yeah. So it would be a question of whether he wants to do it one way or the other. Because either way, even at this point, it would only be 5 races, which 10 minutes, right? Yeah. Yeah, 1.5, 1. Sure. Sure thing, buddy. Ooh. I mean, anybody that wants to race at the end is welcome to race. I'll just pass race manager over to somebody who wants to hang out in the room.
I'm just waiting for the Bumper Fast Max race.
Has that one happened yet? Not yet, no. Not yet. Nope, I see it. Bumper Fast Max. Yeah, tell him not to worry. Peep, Quans, and Bumper to the line. Peep, Quans, and Bumper to the line. Ready to go, guys? Here we go. What? Hello? Did I double tap? Sorry, guys. I swear this never happens. It's going to be Peep FPV out through the whole shot. Bumper taking the lead in front of Peep, though. Ooh. Looks like he is going to collide with the top of the ascending bridge there. Going to try to power loop his way back into his line. Fortunately, it wasn't quite able to work out like that for him. Quans closing the gap between him and Peep. Peep having a little bit of trouble with the circle gate before the railing. Just going to give Peep a chance to catch up a little bit. Peep and Quans now on the same gates. All 3 pilots make their way through the ascending elevation bridge there. Quan's colliding with the gates under the table. I'm going to give Bumper an opportunity to take second place. Peep out in front still. Quan's having troubles with the Rainbow 360 here. Bumper open throttle trying to catch up with Peep FPV as Peep makes his way over the speed bump into the Rainbow 360 for his 3rd lap. This is going to be the heat for Peep if he doesn't mess up here. He will take first place. This is his bye round, unfortunately, so he does automatically get the point anyways, but Quans and Bumper now battling it out for second place. Looks like it's going to be Quans out in front. Actually, Quans is going to be out in front over Bumper. That was close. That was, yeah, Peep. So that was Peep's bye round, and that's going to be Quans just barely taking it over Bumper there. The Battle of the Acro Bats.
Should just try it. This track, I think, is actually easier with Acro and having to deal with it.
Are you flying Acro too, Okuru?
Oh yeah, I decided to switch over because I can't stand making the sticks to fly around.
Gotcha. All right.
You want to find angle and not crank the sticks, just knock your angle strength up.
It is. It doesn't matter. It's just you don't. It's not the same for me to play.
That's
I
true.
roll. Yeah, I roll and pitch through everything, so um, it's just maxed out to make my turns in angle mode, even with max angle all the way up, strength all the way up.
Yeah, you always like the turn acro style. There is totally a difference, right?
Yeah, you're just young or stuff. You're not using your roll at all.
So into Heat 4 of round 5, we have Fade, Cam, Miller, and Carpenter to the line. Excuse me. Fade, Cam, Miller, and Carpenter. You guys good to go?
I hear that smile in your voice.
I was actually hiding a burp. You can check this. Sorry. But he is right. That would have been a smile in my voice because this is the round where Cameron is taking on Fast Max, and it's not looking good for Cameron. Max is going to really have to mess up if Cameron wants to gain the ground on this one. It might happen. That's why I'm going to let them have that live race that they want at the end of this so that Cameron can really give it his best shot. Fast Max still out in front with a pretty substantial lead. Carpenter FPV and Cameron FPV battling their way through for second place here. Cameron and Carpenter back and forth. Looks like Cameron is going to take a little bit of a lead as Carpenter collides at the beginning of that 360, the Teals 360. Fade now going to overtake Carpenter as Carpenter collides with the railing. Fast Max already done with another 47-second time. Cheater. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was it. That was the one.
I was really, really hoping that was my buy.
Hey, you put a good time in there too.
Yeah.
Now's my chance.
I was really kicking it in. Yeah. I was really trying to kick it in after I crashed, but I couldn't catch up.
So that's going to be Fade taking it over Carpenter, and we have Miller taking it over MP Miller taking it over Cameron FEV. Man, that was close between Fade and Carpenter.
I demand a hot match after the tournament.
And you shall have it, sir. And we'll leave the stream running, and you can have that. But for the meantime, we're going into Heat 1 of round 6. So this is the second to last round. Heat 1 of round 6. Take these guys out here. We have Okuru. We have FPV Fritz. We have Trim. And Crash. What do you mean? Oh, the Monday night, the Dimmadrung races at the venue. Right. Oh my gosh. You too, bud. I'm genuinely happy that everybody's here, but I'm glad that he was able to join in as well. All people from the U.S. can join, or ODB Zoo, yeah. People from the U.S., from all over the U.S. can join as long as you're okay with the time difference. We are in Mountain Time. Peep, probably only from Facebook. I don't think. I don't know. He's gone to Full Send a couple times. Did you ever make your way up to FOCO, Fritz? Or Johnstown? Oh. Oh, gotcha.
So maybe not.
Oh man, why isn't oh yeah, Kev's busy. I was asking him if he wanted to fly, but he can't. Okuru, Trim, Crash, Fritz, I got you guys all in here. If you're ready to go, let's do it. Cool, cool. Into spectator mode as we take a look. Let's watch a different camera angle this time. Let's watch from never mind. Let's watch from this side here. Trim out in front now. Crash FPV overtaking, battling back and forth between those two pilots.
I kind of like it. It's a nice way to. No, I haven't done it too much because I just use the leaderboard really.
Yeah,
Faster
I haven't played with it yet either.
Yeah, see, I hate watching those. It just makes me feel like I suck.
Yeah. Ooh, Miller, we should run Nemesis mode on the UTT track and see how Rab gets the or see how AK gets those 3 seconds off each lap. Ooh, that was so close. Oh my god. Point one. Oh man, 2/10 of a second, just under 2/10 of a second.
You really hate to see that. That was a good run, Okuru.
What's an angle dive? Just a challenge.
So, the first two, Crash takes it over Fritz, and Okuru will take it over Trim that time. Let us go into round 2, or heat 2 rather, of round 6. It's going to be Fox, Jimmy, Sour Power, and Slippy. So one of you guys will get a bye in the meantime. Go ahead and mark that real quick. That's the Tiny Hawk. Okuru.
I thought you said that you were changing.
What?
Well, I thought Adam asked us yesterday, which
Is that like is that fact there? Okay. I was wondering, yeah. That's what I see at the top of the leaderboard all the time, but I wasn't sure if that's like because of the model and pilot skill or just pilot skill. Okay. All right, so we've got Crazy Fox, Jimmy, and Sour Power on the line. You guys ready to go? Alrighty. Slippy is back? Sweet. Yeah. We've got a suggestion. So, nice. Well, I mean, it would only be 4 pilots now. None of these back, including him. So we were wondering how we wanted to. We could just do that. Yeah, we were wondering how we wanted to run the heats that you missed because we want everybody to get a fair shake. So there's a couple of options. You have 3 other pilots that you need to make up races against. What we can do is at the end of all of the heats, we can either run one heat where you race against those 3 pilots, and whichever of those pilots you beat, you get the point for the round where you were supposed to race against them. or we just do 3 individual races, 1-on-1. It's, I mean, it's up to you. The races are a minute and a half long. It won't be that big of a deal.
I'd say if the pilots are going to be 3.5 at time and they're equal, it's better for you to do multiple because then you can get
Yeah. It's all good. It's just some fun online racing.
that is why
Seriously.
you're just a responsible human being, and I appreciate it.
All right. I'm missing Jimmy 1 here.
It is a beautiful thing that too many people don't do.
Is Slipstream still here?
Flip, Jimmy, Bob, Johnny, Jim.
Carpenter says this is fun, by the way. Oh, Carpenter, if you want to type something, so that you're like involved and you don't feel like we're just ignoring you, type it in Velocidrone, because it gives us a little ding when somebody does something in the game, so we can check that. Jimmy.
Super nice outside. It's like all damp and ducks in the yard.
See, the problem is that he's still in Discord, but he's not in the lobby. Yeah.
I don't remember him saying he was leaving or anything.
Oh, there it is. That was him.
Well, that was. I wonder if that was a crash then.
That sounds like it. Seems like it. He just went silent and stayed in Discord, but didn't in the yeah, that was likely a crash, like a PC crash. Let me message him on Facebook and see if he's rebooting.
You guys aren't in a race then? I just came back from break.
Not in a race right now.
Not right this moment, no.
Adam, you can always check the pilot names and see if the gate counts are moving. I don't want to think about stuff.
I don't. See, that's what I'm saying. I was having a conversation with my friend earlier about a Magic the Gathering card, and I asked him a simple question. It's like, "Oh, I thought it was this," and he's like, "No, read the card again." Go. I was like, "Dude, I'm not at my computer. I don't have the card in front of me. You have the information in your head. It's a simple yes or no. Like, can't you just help me out here?"
So, go ahead, James. I formulated a new goal, training goal to learn to fly sober. And this whole lockdown thing has totally freaking ruined that entire game. Yeah, but it's an important thing that I need to do, and it's just tough to do when you're at home and you got to be around and you're flying velocity.
No, there's definitely going to be more people at AAA after coronavirus.
That's an interesting thought.
I mean, it could be true.
We should start an online rehab business because you're not gonna be able to get together groups.
I
I mean, it's not. It's not.
I had a tough time. You know, you're so used to partying all weekend and flying no sleep, and you're not in that state. It's just more difficult to fly. So
and now you can drink during meetings because no one sees your face.
So, moving into the next round, or the next heat of this round, until we hear back from Jimmy. I just messaged him on Facebook to see if he's booting back in. And then if he does come back, we'll rerun, or either way, we'll rerun this heat here within this round before we move on to the next round. I know that was a lot of repetitive words, but the syntax, I think, was correct there.
Hey, Mike, Kingdom, I don't think we're going to be working back in the office at all this year.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I get more done at home.
I asked my manager, and he was like, yeah, I mean,
ODBZoo, that's fine, man. You're sorry I missed that. You are still welcome to participate in the race series. Again, just gotta work out the time zones and make sure that it's not gonna be too late for you. In Asia, there was a guy who wanted to race with us, but unfortunately, it would have been 4 o'clock in the morning there when we start the races here. So just bear that in mind when you think about. I am in Mountain Standard Time right now. For me, if you want to gauge it, right now it's 8:10. It's 8:10 p.m. for me if you want to try to figure out what that time difference is and if it's something you'd want to do. All right. Uh,
Oh, really?
all right. So we have Peep,
Mackey's just like, what's that dot?
Quans. I think most people are like, "What's a dot jar file, Kim?" Dot docx. Yeah, that's one I've never heard of. So Peep, Quans, and Fade on the line this time. Peep, Quans, and Fade. I got you all in there. Let's go ahead and run this while we wait to hear back from Jimmy again.
I am racing one of you.
That's going to be Peep FPV out in front, Fade FPV just behind. Quans making his way up to the ascending elevation bridge there. Peep already over the speed bump. Making his way back up to the 360 teal gates here. Finishing out lap 1. Fade FPV out in front of Quans here. Quans gaining ground just a little bit, but he does crash up. Peep going to collide with the second railing gate here. Oh, and the second gate of the 360. That is going to let Fade. Peep FPV still out in front. Fade FPV in second place, going over the speed bump. Not too far behind Peep FPV, who did just lap Quans to finish out. So that's going to be Peep taking it over Quans.
I don't understand this, and I've seen it for other people too, but fucking everyone's putting up like sub 20, or a lot of people are putting up sub 20, but no one can get under.
It's that consistency, yeah. So that was going to be the buy round for Fade. So Peep took it over Quans there. So I was trying to do like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire dramatic pause, but it definitely didn't work out. Come on down. A millionaire. Miller, Carpenter, Cam, and Bumpy. You guys are up.
I like this track now.
Do?
It's a nice, it's a simple track.
I didn't like it an hour ago.
It is kind of like an advanced. I felt like it was,
You'll like it better.
no.
No, so offended. So Bumper, Cam, Carpenter, and Fade, or I'm sorry, Matt. Wait, no. Okay, last time, final answer. Bumper, Cam, Carpenter, and Miller. Are you guys ready to go? Okay, here we go.
Cameron beat Max this time, so it doesn't matter.
Yep, just my freaking fire out there.
There's 4 of you, Cam. It can't be a buy round. Bumper did bump at the beginning of the underside tables there. Just going to give Fastmax an opportunity to keep his lead out in front. Cameron FEV hot on his tail. Not bad from Cameron FEV. They are very close together here. Oh, I am not muted.
Oh wow.
Cameron FEV is going to bump into the rainbow gates at the underside of the table.
Hey, good try there, Cameron.
I had him the whole first.
The whole time.
You guys were connecting there.
Yeah, I'm back and forth there.
Now, like for a long time, like
That was some good racing.
That was pod racing right there.
Now that's the Boon to Eve Classic. So, since that was not a buy round for any of the pilots, Miller is going to take it over Bumper that time. And there were 4 of you racing. How could it be a buy round?
Well, haven't I gone against every single one of those pilots?
No.
I don't think you have.
Not Carpenter yet, who you were against.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. Carpenter. So yeah, Miller took it over. MP Miller takes it over Bumper, and Cameron FEV takes it over Carpenter FEV. Is Jimmy back? No. All right. So unfortunately, that's gonna probably be it for Jimmy. If he gets back in here, we can do the same thing we did with Slippy. Otherwise, the pilots who he was going to race against just automatically get a point for that heat.
Good, my first point.
Who said that? Was that Toby? Okay, it's kind of funny because you were up against him this time. But Fox, Crazy Fox, Sour Power, and Slippy, let's get you in here then. Crazy Fox.
Toby's been super quiet this whole time.
Oh, did we lose Sour Power too? I think we did. Oh, he's still in Discord though. Sour Power, are you still in the lobby?
What's frozen for you right now? You just frozen.
He said he's frozen in the lobby.
I've been having a little bit of issues. I don't know if everybody's been updating, but I did a new update today, and it's made everything super slow through Velocity.
I had an update too, but racing seems to be fine.
I did actually notice, and you were the only one that was doing it. When I click to change you from spectating to flying, it takes like an extra 2 seconds or so before it actually switches over.
Well, no, that wouldn't make sense.
he's got direct force on all data.
Well, if you're still frozen, you can try to hold it for that.
Yeah, I'd say just restart the whole program.
I have had Velocitron freeze before, not on this patch yet.
Well, I'm going to take a moment real quick while we're doing this then to thank our sponsors for tonight and the next couple of races until the series is over. It's going to be the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing. Bumper, one of the pilots racing tonight, is one of the admins of that group. We also have
It's on the loading screen too when I booted up the app.
CBD Janes, as well as
Yeah, it just takes forever.
RC Hobby Smoky Hill. The other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill. Be sure to check all of those guys out on Facebook. Not that round, but we still have the next round, and then we can come back to those.
We should try that.
But We can do the same thing that we're doing with Slippy, actually. Because this heat is him and Slippy.
In fact, if you were going to set me up for 3 races, you could use the other 2 slots in all 3 of those races to fill him another.
That's true.
Do what now? I'm sorry.
If we're going to do 3 races for makeup for me,
Mm-hmm.
you could use the other 2 pilot slots in all 3 of those races to do another pair of pilots in time.
So then you're saying you would just do one race against...
I'm proposing that I would do all 3, and anybody else who's missed up to 3 could also do.
Oh, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Like we're doing now where we condense 2 and 2 into 1 heat. I got you.
Yeah, it still takes a long time.
That would work.
You can run 6 pilots or 8.
Oh, whoops. Who just left? Trim.
Yeah, I had that happening to me earlier. I didn't close the app. I just removed it.
Too much server load. I don't know. So yeah, we'll just do it that way then. When we run the races for you, we'll slot Sour Power in there as well. So that will put... Oh, what did I do here? So then we have... Oh, Jimmy's not here either. Crud. Alright, so this will just be a head-to-head, but it'll be a bye for both of you then. So let's just move on to the next round, and we'll come back to this one if when Sour Power can get back in.
Yeah, we can just resolve whichever ones you don't have resolved yet.
Yeah,
When we finish all the ones we need.
exactly. Let me just mark that we need to do this one still. There we go. So then up now we have Trim, Okuru, Crash, and Crazy Fox.
Yeah, ready.
Coo and Crazy Fox. Crash, Crazy Fox, Okuru, and Trim. Alrighty. All 4 of you pilots ready to go?
Yep.
Okay. And then Trim, you good? All right, here we go. Just wanted to make sure you had throttle. Let's see who's going to take the whole shot here. It looks like it's going to be Crazy Fox actually out in front here. Trim in second place. See if Trim's going to open it up and get out in front. He's going to collide with the second gate under the table there, actually. And Okuru is going to pull out of all of this in front. It looks like I was wrong about that, actually. Trim is going to be the cleanest through there. He's going to come in and through, up and over the speed bump, and make his way through the rainbow here. Okuru not too far behind. Okuru still out in front here, but Trim gaining on him as they make their way into the elevation bridge there. Crazy Fox down, crossing the aisle.
Caution me right now.
Crash in the front of the pack here, but he's going to collide with one of the gates. It's going to give Trim an opportunity to get out in front. Trim's still out in front here. Crash going to have to try to gain some ground. Let's see if Trim can make this his heat or his lap. Oh, Crash is going to collide with the 4th gate of the elevation bridge there. Trim out in front still, nice and clean through the Rainbow 360 here, up over the railing. He's going to come down and through the Teal 360 into the start finish. That's going to be Krim taking it this time over Crazy Fox. Crash right behind him here.
That was so gross. Like all of us. Oh my gosh.
Nice. Nice job, guys. We had Crash take it over Okuru and Trim take it over Fox. This was not the head-to-head between Trim and Crash. We are on to Heat 2 of Round 4. We have the same situation here as we did last round, where two of the pilots here are no longer in. Did I say Round 4? I meant Round 7. This is the last one. Sorry. A lot of numbers. So yeah, this is the same issue we had last heat, where last round, where Sour Power, Fritz, Slippy, and Jimmy. So two of the pilots aren't in game right now, unless Sour Power made it back in already. Which
You can get really close to it.
Oh yeah, you have to reset and then just throttle.
It's so very difficult to do.
Why'd you practice it?
All right. So what do you guys? All right. Let me get your opinions on this. Do we run Slippy versus Fritz? Because those are the only two pilots that are in here so far for this heat.
Need to race? Might as well.
But it's not their race. They've already, or they need to run one from previous.
Sure. I mean, whatever races.
All right. Okay, yeah. Let's run the. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's run Slippy and Crazy Fox then. Uh-huh.
You should put Max and
Just for motivation.
Cameron in there.
Yeah, you guys want your live heat right now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. Let's do it. I'm ready.
I
All right.
knew they'd want it.
Slippy, are you okay with that? Okay. All right. We'll skip it. We'll do it later when it's not interfering with the actual racing. Cool. So, oh, was that Sour Power? Nope, that was Bumper saying hurry up. Slippy, do it. And Crazy Fox, do it. Let's go. Here we go. Head to head to make up for Slippy and Fox here. Let's see who's going to take this one. Ooh, right out of the gate, Crazy Fox is going to collide with the gate on the stairs and give Slippy an opportunity to get out in front. Oh. CBD Janes, is this sponsored by a CBD facility? Yes, sir. Nice. Yeah, that's a one of our personal friends has their company CBD Janes. You can find them on Facebook. How you doing tonight, QT? Slippy, still out in front here into lap 3. Doing good, thanks, man. That's awesome. Good luck to the racers. Thank you, man. Dude, they've been doing really well tonight. Some really close racing between a lot of these pilots in both classes. The top end of the enthusiast class is really well grouped together. The rest of the enthusiast class is really well grouped together, and then the whole advanced class has just been pretty much neck and neck the entire time, except for Max MP Miller. Man. Well, that's going to be Slippy taking that one there.
Just ignore those. And if you're super into it, they're a lot of fun. Just get
If you are into it, it's super fun. If you like moving, it's super fun.
Yeah, but if you're doing a run where you're just like running past
Nice, Slippy. Onto Slippy and Fritz.
Which game?
What? Slippy and Fritz on the line now. Slippy out in front. He is getting his points tonight. So we do have Slippy making his way through the Rainbow 360 before he hits the railing gates. Fritz now making his way through the Rainbow 360 as well as Slippy finishes up his first lap here into lap 2. I know, I was kind of derailing the conversation.
Get on my subject here.
Oh, Slippy!
For go pilots, for instance. Score a goal basket unit. Is that Brian Regan? Goal. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I couldn't remember who it was for the longest time. Anyways, we got Slippy coming through the rainbow gates under the table through the snake, about to hit the speed bump. FPV Fritz making his way through the beginning across the aisle in lap 3. Slippy hitting the Rainbow 360 up and over the railing. And that's going to be Slippy taking another point. Actually, they don't do barrel rolls in Star Fox. It's, sorry. I hate those guys. I really do.
I mean, Slippy is in Star Fox. Slippy's the frog.
Something you can understand?
Alright, so moving into the advanced class for round 7. Peep, Fade, Miller, and Quans. Sorry. Say what now? You do still. We still have to make yours up and Slippy versus Sour Power. Oh wait, Sour Power's back now. Alright, sweet. So we can just resume as normal then. Okay. Neat. Oh. So then Slippy takes the point for that one that we just ran, and we will get into it with Sour Power, Slippy, Fritz again, and then Jimmy if he was in here. That's 3 pilots.
Even that Brian Regan thing?
Yeah.
It's because he's saying how awful
Shit.
a car that had honking horns that he couldn't stop. You're stuck in traffic and it's just like, starts like yelling at the window, go team!
I don't know, sports. Okay, so Fritz, Slippy, and Power on the line. Let's do this. I'm happy that they know. Man, a lot more people know Brian Regan in this lobby than I would have imagined. It makes me really happy. Yeah, an album. Call this one Cup of Dirt. It's a cup. Sour Power out in front now. Out into his third lap here. Slippy hot on his trail. So, Slippy automatically takes the point for this heat. Let's see if FPV Fritz is going to be able to catch up to Sour Power here. It does not look at it. Look like it. My apologies. Get a whole snout cod. I'd rather play half.
Brian, what's your favorite flavor? Purple.
I still use that answer for a lot of different questions. Purple. Oxen. So that's going to be Fritz coming across to finish out his last lap there. So that's so Slippy is going to take the bye on that one since Jimmy was unfortunately not able to continue, which means that Fritz or Sour Power is going to take the point over Fritz that time. And now we are on to round 3, or heat 3, my apologies, of round 7 into the last couple of advanced races here. So we yeah. It's like, it's too long. I don't know. And when and on weekends and holidays. So Peep, Fade, Miller, and Quans. Peep, Fade, Miller, and Quans on the line. Are those 4 pilots ready to go? Alrighty. Huh. Interesting. By the way, I only hear you on my left here. You're mono for some reason. I'm honestly not positive why I'm only mono. All of a sudden, it just kind of happened earlier. How's that? That looks like it fixed it. I think I figured it out. What about the desktop audio though? Is that only? Oh, have
Nice,
you guys?
Mike.
That's because you're talking too much, Jay.
I know, dude. Hey, I'm here to have fun. It's all good. Except I'm not having fun when Max doesn't see me.
So, speaking of having fun and not having fun, it turns
Matt,
out
you need to respect his disrespect.
the desktop audio was muted that whole time, which means you guys have been
We
able
know
to
that.
hear the
Why
fun
was
that
it
the pilots and I have been
funny, you
having,
asshole?
and I am so sorry.
Well, I'm scared for him driving that if he doesn't see what's in front of him.
Well, he probably just assumed no one was in front of him, so he wasn't even looking for quads in front of him. He was like, ah, it's a glitch.
So that's gonna be Miller taking it over Quans.
It's a
I
glitch.
can't believe I was.
He doesn't even know
I
what
can't
they
believe
look
I was
like.
that close to him. I wasn't that far behind. I messed up quite a bit.
And Fade taking the point over Peep. And we are into the final. Oh, actually, no. We have one more heat where Fox, Sour Power, and Slippy are making up one.
It's a heat.
And then we have one where Crash and Slippy have to go head to head as well.
Let's go head to head on Acro, Max.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know
Max,
about
you're gonna
that
have to
one.
Go watch that replay on the live stream, just so you know that I was in front of you for like 10 seconds.
All right. Slippy, Power,
Yeah, clip it.
Crazy Fox. Yeah, all the interaction with the stream. Please clip it. Go ahead.
It's too far back now, dude.
Get dim numbers up. All right. Fox, Power, and Slippy, you guys ready to go?
Ready.
Sounds good. Let's see if anybody doesn't take off. They are all off here. It's going to be Slippy taking the whole shot there. Crazy Fox jumping ahead of Slippy there. Slippy and Crazy Fox battling back and forth through the underside of these tables here. Sour Power back at the beginning of the elevated bridge. Crazy and Slippy. Crazy Fox and Slippy battling it out over the speed bump there, over the railing. This is a really nice race between these two pilots. Unfortunately, Crazy Fox is the bye here, so this battle is more for Slippy and Sour Power.
I do like this format a lot better, Steven. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it is.
It's less of a major time commitment, yeah. It's
Yeah.
I
faster,
kind of like the
which...
format, period. Thing about it.
What's that?
Just the thrill of heads upping, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun to race
Yeah,
everybody.
that is fun.
Well, more people on the track too is cool because it's
Yeah.
fun to chase people.
Yeah.
I agree. Even if it's not actually the person you're racing, at least you have some
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of competition to think about in front of you.
Yeah, it's
like, I don't know
also
what that feels
fun not knowing who you're heads upping against. You have 3 other pilots that you gotta
Yeah,
try
true.
and beat.
Right, you're like, who am I trying to beat?
That's why I like Nemesis, because you can start it over and over and just race against somebody that's real close to you.
I think the latest update allows you to choose your nemesis.
Oh, nice.
I think that's what
leaderboards and hit race and
Hey.
race.
Chase Mallory, I would have to say. That kid is so fast.
Chase has been on the Tiny Whip Ghost Sim lately.
Oh, good. I still haven't installed it. I've been practicing for this, so. Oh yeah. But Chase is just ridiculously fast. Came out the TOG when we had the qualifier set up. He got a 17 on his second try.
Jeez.
Yeah, Chase is fast.
Second time around the RQ last year. Or
Funny thing about
GQ.
Chase is his whole game is trying to keep a quad together throughout the race. How seriously, he never can spend money on his quads at all. He's just stupid fast, and so he'll have one quad that works. You know, he'll show up and he'll say something like, "Yeah, this ESC has been really messing up lately. I hope I can hold it together for today." Every time.
Needs a sponsor.
Slippy, and so that was the round where Slippy takes it over Sour Power, and Fox gets a point for the Jimmy DQ, unfortunately. Not unfortunately for Fox, but unfortunately for Jimmy, because he didn't get the fair shake. But,
We lost for Jimmy.
so we have one more makeup heat between Crash and Slippy. Let's run that, and then we'll move on to the last heat for the evening.
Let's do it.
Alright, so we got Crash, and we got Slippy. If both of you guys are ready to go, we'll get going with it.
Ready.
Alright, drop your goggles and show me your thumbs. Let me know you have good video. We're going live.
Gas. Let me turn off my VTX noise really quick.
Somebody power up in the pits.
That's the best part of Super Race. There's no video complaints.
Yeah, I know you have good video, because if you don't, I'm going to tell you to go to the main menu and turn down camera VTX noise to 0%.
You could almost sell that as DLC.
Yeah, seriously. Upgrade your in simulator module receiver.
What do you think about how much money we give to Team Black Sheep?
Imagine they made you pay for clear video.
Can you brand it as like rapid fire?
Yeah, it would just be the TBS Fusion module.
That's-
You would just be buying the Fusion module in sim.
Yeah. Fusion module the best.
It
Or
does
if you
break
bought
up
the
when you
actual
use
Fusion
module,
then you
And as a real sim, it would make you wait 2 weeks.
You log in one day and all of a sudden there's a box on your workbench.
The modules here.
Press E to open.
Yeah. No, don't give them any ideas. We don't want loot boxes.
Shut up quick. This is gonna get-
It's all shiny. There's a color to it. You have a silver VTX. You're screwed. 10% chance of dropping a rapid fire.
Awesome flying, guys.
Too funny, too funny. Good job, Crash.
GG.
All right, so Crash is going to take it over Slippy there, and we're moving into our last round for the last heat of the last round for the evening. We have Cam, Bumper, and Carpenter. sorry, Cameron FPV, Bumper, and Carpenter FPV. I can read full words. I don't have to shorthand everything. All right, guys, are you three pilots ready to roll?
Yeah.
And yaw, and maybe pitch a little bit?
Aha.
Or some throttle.
Quad terms.
Here we go, guys.
Bad jokes, you mean?
Yep, but somebody's got to make them.
Hey,
Back.
Steven, is Peep done?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta make a run somewhere, so I
Okay.
gotta bow out.
Alrighty.
Done.
I gotta do math to figure out who has how many points, so I won't be posting it tonight probably. But I will likely do it tomorrow, early afternoon.
Okay, well, good racing, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.
CJ.
Peace, man.
Bumper and Cameron FPV out in front, followed by Carpenter FPV. Bumper already finishing out lap 2, on his way to lap 3 here. This is his bye round, so it comes down to the battle between Cameron and Carpenter. Looks like Cameron is going to come out in front of Bumper. And Carpenter FPV is going to pull out in front of Bumper as well, but Bumper's going to full throttle. Oh, unfortunately, he's going to break down against the bottom of the elevation bridge, letting Cameron and... Oh, Cameron is already done. He broke a minute. Cameron's done it, boys. Cameron broke a minute. He's done it.
What do you mean? Haven't I not been doing that all night?
I don't know. I don't know about all night.
I think the majority of the night I've been doing under a minute.
Oh, was it? Okay. I thought we were saying that nobody was able to get under a minute except for Miller. At least for like the first half of the night.
No,
But
because I've only been like 4 seconds behind Miller all night.
gotcha. Well, I hope you're not lying because I have it all on recording.
This is true. This is what I believe. I'm not like the.
Oh, backpedaling now, are we? We are all done. So that is the racing for tonight, guys. Again, thank you to our sponsors for tonight races. The other guys, Colorado Drone Racing. We also have CBD Janes and Remote Control Hobbies, Smoky Hill. Honorable mention to Foco FPV. The other guys and Foco FPV are both awesome groups out of northern and central Colorado. You can find them on Facebook. Awesome clubs, great guys. They're the ones that got me into drone racing, and most of the reason that I stuck around because it sure as heck isn't my pilot skill. But anyways, I am 4D3D3D3 Steven D'Agostino with Denver Drone Company signing off from the Denver Drone Co. indoor drone racing simulator.